This is all I'm saying. Just because it's a two-gun meta don't mean it can't be fun. You just need to have other fun shit in the game. Because in my opinion, I'm taking the two-gun meta with specialists over a 3 to 4 gun meta, no specialists. Every day of the week. Every single day of the week. We also got to understand that snipers does not count as this add a gun to the pool thing. The sniping is in one map or two maps out of the series, maybe. But it's like the sniping is not the issue. The sniping, no matter if we added 4 guns in, that don't mean sniping's in. So you didn't fuck. No, okay. That's what I'm saying, Kaizo. I think Black Ops 3 is one of the great games. Like, that's a great fucking game. It had all the guns and it has specialists. I'm saying if I had to pick between the two, obviously I would want more guns and more specialists. That's obviously, but at this point in time, that's asking for too much. That's asking for a little too much. Specialist is back 100%. That's literally confirmed in the next game, unless you're on some troll shit. 34 guns, specialist is cool. Sniping and SMG, good maps, good movement. I'm not even gonna lie, chat. I feel like even if they added that to the game, motherfuckers still be bitching. Everybody be bitching about something. It's always something to bitch about, so I would argue it don't even matter what they did to these games. If it would be a 2-gun meta, the gunplay and TTK needs to be good for it to be fun. Is that not MW3? Honestly, there's no need for a 4-gun meta. It won't do what the viewers think it will. I agree. But the thing is, it doesn't. Okay, this is what I feel like, I guess the disconnect is with like the pros and the fans is that it's not that it needs to be a 4-gun meta. It's more so the fact that it needs to be it needs to be an option. Like a player should have the option to want to run a different gun. I think that's where the disconnect is. People thinking it's like, yo, you need, like, the fans want 4-gun meta. We need to run 4 guns. It's like, no, it just needs to be an option of running a 4th gun. The issue with that, chat, that y'all not understanding is that it goes to a further extent of like balancing. Let's just say there's 4 guns good in the game, but we have this one fucking gun. It's more OP than the other ones. Everybody nowadays, at least the people that want to win, are going to use the one gun that's OP and run 4 of them. So yes, this one player might think, oh, I don't really care if they run that OP as gun. I'm just gonna run one. That's not like, how is that fun for us? How does that make it fun for us? Yes, it's gonna be fun for y'all because everybody has the option to run whatever gun, but everybody's gonna run the same gun. So then we're still in the same fucking predicament. So blaming the pros or going against each other makes no sense. Because it's like we're on the same playing field. Is just there's a third motherfucker who in the bushes back there, not really saying a word, not really helping, and everybody just ignoring them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of what I'm saying. The snipers will always depend on the smokes. That's gonna be a fact. I'm sorry. And for anybody that thinks aim assist should be on the sniper, we are on tar as well. If it's gonna be in comp, let anyone run any gun like BO2. Fuck it. So then we're gonna have a hill where there's 4 shotguns in it. That's the thing too. I think nowadays, like, it's more like nowadays the games, I guess, maybe not the game, but the players are more on the fence of like everybody uses OP shit. Whereas like back in the day, I don't think it was like that. Like a lot of people just didn't want to run a shotgun. But if the shotgun's the best gun in the game and it's in, everybody's gonna run it nowadays. You will see straight LMGs now. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I get that there should be an option. Oh, if Ken wants to run this gun, this person wants to run this gun, like it should be an option. Like, even in what game was that? MW2. What was that gun that like Envoy used to use? The little slow ass sub. Like, there was an option there. The gun was his ass. So it's like, I get that. I get like that point. You know what I mean? Like, if he wanted to try to use it, he thought it was good, it's whatever. No, it was the Tanto or whatever. Was that, what game was that? The Tonto? Wasn't that the gun he was using? Or am I tripping? Oh, that was CW. But like, that's what I'm saying. CW, it's just like, I get the argument. It should be an option for players to use whatever gun they want. But nowadays, I'm telling y'all, players not thinking like that. If it's open, like if the guns were balanced, yes. He tried it for a bit, but the setting for a year was just better. Well, that's gonna happen nowadays with these games. Also, too, one thing we can blame, and I think it's also just swept under the rug, is the Gunsmith. The reason these guns can't be used is for like, just because, the reason a lot of these guns can't be used in the same meta is because the Gunsmith, you just put all the OP attachments on one gun and now it's just OP. That is really the reason. That's if there is any reason if there is anything to put the blame on, it's that. Okay, but the thing about balancing guns, it's gonna be so hard to balance guns with this Gunsmith. That's what I'm kind of saying. It's so hard to because you're gonna just put the best attachment on each gun. These attachments don't do enough cons to make them not want to be used. So you're always going to put the best attachments on the gun. Wouldn't a better solution be to GA attachment on guns instead of the gun itself? For example, GA barrels and muzzles on the XM4 so that it could be used as a mid-range AR. I mean, ain't the whole point of this argument is to not use GAs? Why not limit a gun to two attachments? That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all are trying to change the whole game that is like, I feel like y'all doing the same, like people are doing, I guess viewers are doing the same shit as the pros. Like y'all are trying to like literally take away from the game itself and just make y'all own game, if that makes sense. Like, why not just use 2 attachments? Well, you can get 10. It's like, I get that. That's probably better for competitive, but it's like, that is literally the whole game. It's like, you can get 40 attachments. Why not only just use 2? That's what pros are basically doing now. That's what we're doing. Oh, you can use 40 different guns. Let's just use 2. It's an issue there, but it's not an issue with, I don't know. I think that's crazy. GA aim, I've been down to GA dynamic. I've been down for that. That should have been GA the first day it was in. GAs are necessary. I'm not even mad at GAs. I'm more mad at the explanation for why things get GA'd. I get that. So y'all don't agree that smokes and snipers go hand in hand? No, I get they're saying use less attachments so you use more guns. I get that. I do understand that. But that doesn't make that you're just ruining the whole game. That isn't, you're not even playing the game. That's what I'm saying. So then it's the same, it goes hand in hand with, oh, there's 40 guns, let's just use 2. It's the same shit. You're just we're ruining the game, like y'all said. I feel like the smokes being OP is overblown though. It feels like a cop-out. Well, Jake, do you play the game? I promise you, if you got in the game and got one Wade, you would not be having that opinion. I promise you that. Okay, but y'all can't go off that one, situation, Phil, because it's like, I don't really know how to explain it, but that's not like a real in-game, I don't know how to explain that, but I get you. I hear you. Limited attachment seems so straightforward, it'd be unnoticeable to most viewers. Would it? Would it? Listen, this is the thing about the attachment shit, bro. This is the thing. The gunsmith needs to be balanced over the gun. Like, if I'm going to put this OP as attachment on, there should be a con to putting it on. Oh, it adds more recoil, or it does this. It needs to go hand in hand. A fucking mag, I shouldn't be able to put on a fast mag, and that shit gives me fucking ADS speed. Like, I'm going to put the fast mag on for sure. It's like, what? I reload fast and aim down fast? Like, that, like, shit like that should never be. That's the whole point. The gunsmith needs to be more balanced than the guns, because then you would be able to switch up the attachment. And another thing too is, like, would y'all not argue that, like, if let's just say I'm running this loadout of, like, I'm running this class and this other person run that class, that's 2 different guns. Do y'all not look at it that way? Because that's how I look at it. It's like, if I'm running a whole different 5 attachment, he's running a whole different 5 attachment, it may be the same M4, but it's 2 different guns. Or do y'all not look at it like that? Because that's how I look at it. Y'all don't? Okay. I feel like people should, because I think that is cooler. Like, you can make, like, imagine I turn this M4 into a subversion. Like, I put the quickest attachments on it and it kind of is faster than his AR. But his shit's on the no, don't look at me, I got no recoil, but I'm slow as fuck class. Those are 2 different guns in my opinion. No, friggin', I'm agreeing with you. I think that should be the way. That should be how the game is set up, is that I'm putting my own attachments on because I feel like this fits my style better. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's where the games need to go balancing now. Stop trying to balance the gun itself and balance the gunsmith correctly. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It might be too hard to track but then that should change. Like, in the gun model, like when it shows like what gun people are using, it should change the look of that as well. It shouldn't be like, oh, the default M4, if that makes sense. Yeah, but if someone fries with a different barrel, that shit's getting GA'd instantly. Okay. Would we all agree that a higher time to kill is better? We gonna all agree there, right? Okay. So the issue, once again, let's go back to what I was saying. The issue is that a lot of the barrels nowadays that you put on are like these attachments that you put on, like the barrel. You get plus damage range and you get plus bullet velocity, but there's no negative. Or you get just plus 4 bullet velocity. There is no negative to running the attachment. You see what I'm saying? Like, yes, it's OP because your gun kills in 1 less bullet or whatever bullets, and there's no negative. So add something to it. If you want this extra damage, you're gonna get more recoil. That's where I'm agreeing with y'all. I get that. It shouldn't be instantly GA'd, but you gotta understand why the instant GA is getting thought of, because, brother, you have no negative to running this barrel. There's a million games that make good smokes. Just copy that. Agree, Jake. I agree. In my opinion, I think to fix the smoke thing, there just should be no names in the smoke. Like, you shouldn't be able to see a name through the smoke. Okay. Here's my question to that, Frankie. Let's just say we have the M4 in, right? M4. Everybody's saying it's the most busted gun, but it don't matter what attachment you put on it, the shit's still busted. You think that's fine? Like, okay, we're gonna GA this attachment. We're gonna GA these attachments, and you can only use it, but that's still bust. It's still like, okay. Here's my question. Okay, all right. All the guns are in. M4 is technically the best gun. We GA'd all the attachments on M4. You can only run these attachments, but then every team still runs 4 M4s. Is that fine? If that makes sense. We only GA'd the attachments on the M4 because it was the most broken gun. But then now we've gotten to the compromise that this is the best class for it without all the OP shit. But it's still the best gun, and that's the only gun being ran by all teams. But that's no different. No, everyone just runs AMAS. Okay, exactly, Ashes, because the OP shit's out. The AMAS is not the best AR. It's the most balanced one. Well, that would be the same for a sniper, but we're not having 4 snipers. I don't think that's a good comparison. Okay. Let me rephrase my question. Do y'all care as much as us when it's looked at as like, all right, every gun is in the game, but everybody uses the same gun. So like, let's just say as y'all are watching the whole year, right? Every gun was allowed in, but everybody ran the AK. Everybody ran the AK only the whole year. Is that okay for y'all? The model, but you can't GA every gun. That's a middle ground that we can accomplish. The XM4, the AK-47 allowed those. Were they asked or not? Give people the option to use it, right? Okay, this is my thing. The XM4 is so much better than every other AR, so then you're just going down to another OP gun. Everybody's going to use the XM4. The XM4 was never better than, the AMS was never, ever better than XM4. Yeah, because there is options. Yes, we like the idea that players have the option. Okay. I just personally think that the pros and y'all are on different pages then, because the pros don't think that's good. That's just lame. It's like at that point, I get you're given the freedom to use whatever gun, but everybody using the same gun, that's boring. So why not GA? Like, why not GA amount of guns so that we can try to get more guns in, if that makes sense? Like, if everybody's gonna use the same gun, why not GA all the guns so then now we can try to get a sub in? So now it's 2 guns. Yes, 2 guns isn't a lot of guns, but when you compare it to 1, it kind of is. That makes sense? No, that don't make. How does that not make sense? Really? That don't make sense? If everybody is running, if all the guns are allowed and 1 gun's only being used, that's fucking whack. So why not GA as many guns as possible so that when we get the 2 balanced guns, now both can be used? How does that, Frankie? The issue with that, Frankie, and as much as I want to agree with you, the maps don't cater to the subs nowadays. The maps will always cater to the AR players. Or the ARs, I guess. At least the last maps. So then therefore, imagine running around on some of these maps against an XM4 and you're running the KSV. You're not getting the kill. People just don't get that. If you're trying to win, you're going to use the best shit. I agree. I mean, I agree there. We don't look at like the fun part of it. We just want to win. So we're going to use the most broken shit. GA the talent for the broken gun to keep the rest normal. I don't think that changes what I'm saying. Because then, yeah, no, the maps are a whole different issue. I get you. That's what I'm saying. Like, the guns aren't obviously the small, but I'm just saying that's why I'm trying to understand, like, are y'all okay with there being options, but there's still only 1 gun ran? Because that's what the pros aren't okay with. We're not okay with, oh, there are options to run guns, but everybody's going to use the most OP one. Then that just ruins the whole aspect of it. It's never going to be made for comp. It's an arcade shooter, so pro GA shit to make comp better. It's a simple concept. I know it. I mean, I agree. You down for just 8 KSBs just aping the hill? I mean, bro, okay. It's for you on the lead to make the competition entertaining, not the pros. I mean, yeah, but once again, that's a one-way street. It's just, I mean, the thing is, like I said, I just think the fans and the players are all on the same playing field. Like I said, there's just a third party, no pun intended, Apex. There's a third party there that ain't really contributing and hiding in the bushes, you know? That's all. At least, as long as we can all agree on that one, fuck it. But that as though, what's wrong with that? Learns to opt in. Oh, no. I mean, people do that nowadays, for sure, but I get that. There's no issue with that. But the thing is, the pros try, though. Y'all making it seem like the pros don't even, like, okay, some of these are instant GAs. I get that. But I feel like for the most part, you can look at some of these guns and instant GA them. For the most part. A lot of the guns were tried. XM4 was tried multiple times this year, and it still was the most busted gun in the scrims. Like, it was used hella, and it was still the most busted shit. Craig, instant GA. That's why I said for the most part. I'm just saying. It, like, I don't think y'all understand how boring it was to play the XM4 meta. But then again, if y'all are okay with it, if y'all are okay with like it being an option, but that's just the only gun we used, then I feel like that's just, like I said, I just think that's not what anybody was thinking. Would you say that GS has changed what's best for teams and not what's best for game though? No, I mean, yeah, I mean, I would say it is in that like sense now. But can you roast the players for wanting to do that? Is that really their fault because they want to choose what's best for their team? I get it might not be best for us, But I think in the moment it's annoying, but it's like, also that's the thing. We as a community don't get to see the process of actually trying it out. So we assume y'all ain't trying shit, you know, like Sniper, we never say, oh, I mean, that is actually a much better point. I didn't really think about that, honestly. Because we could probably just be saying like, yeah, we tried that shit and not even tried a single game with that shit. I mean, that do make a lot of sense. I mean, honestly, I'm telling y'all, if y'all would have watched the XM4 scrims, y'all would have been bored. It was not it. But I get that. I didn't even think about that. Yes, if you're a pro that can adapt to a new gun, that's a problem. Adapt to a new gun? What you mean? No one has the XM4 scrim VODs? I don't think I have them. Maybe I think Ant has a lot of the scrim VODs, right? I'm pretty sure he would have them. The thing is, that could be like a good idea. Like once shit is starting to get like tested, people stream to see like if I guess both parties agree on it. That could be a good idea. I don't hate that. Obviously, there's gonna be shit that has to be G8, especially in non-Treyarch games. IW can't balance for shit. However, on the Treyarch title where it actually is balanced decently well, we can at least have a third weapon in there. Mid-range Tonto at AK-47 XM4 with limited attachment, anything. Like I said, I agree. The thing is, the issue is that the XM4, the limited attachments, was just still better than all the other guns. Like I said, back to, I get y'all saying that y'all want options. That just don't align with the pros that, okay, there's 3 guns in, but only one's being used. So why not just take out I feel like 2 is better than 1, you know? That's just how we're looking at it. 2 is better than 1. Obviously, it's technically 3, but it's like, it's actually only 1. But let me be Rambo and be able to apply a dog shit MP7. The thing is, I get that. The dog shit guns should never be touched. The dog shit guns, you want to use the dog shit guns. Were that dog shit guns ever touched? I don't remember. But those shouldn't. If you want to pull some bullshit, run the bullshit. The PP. Okay, do y'all think that DLC guns should be in? The GPR was in, was it not? I'm pretty sure you could use the GPR if you wanted to. The GPR was in, chat. Now that I think about it. So like, what was the issue there? The GPR was, there were some options. Maybe not many. The GPR is my hair, but okay, but that was an option. That what y'all want. That nobody gonna use that shit. The GPR can okay, but that's gonna be the way with a lot of guns. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That is why the shit gets G8 like the OP ones, because the GPR is, that shit's hot ass. Are we gonna G8 attachment on the AMES to make it to where it's hot ass like the GPR? No, because the AMES at the base level low key hot ass too. like that's always gonna be the issue. There was CPUs. It might just be a fuck all the OP shit and just allow the dog shit. That's the only way. Oh no, yeah, Carmelo. I think everybody agrees it always comes down to developers. It's kind of like everybody trying to find a medium ground to try to make the game better. But I feel like both parties kind of just misunderstood. That's just how I see it. Like I said, guns were in. I think that's kind of overlooked now that I think about it. But they just asked. So are y'all considering that gun in the gun pool if it's that ass? The C9? Listen, this year is a blur, chat. So like I don't even remember. I didn't even know the C9 was GA. But yeah, do y'all okay, if a gun is ass at the GPR, do y'all consider that a part of the gun meta or the gun pool? Technically, yes, it has to be. No. So then how y'all gonna just move the goalpost like that though? If the people that's saying no, how y'all gonna just move the goalpost? Cause y'all want more guns. The guns in is just boo-boo. I'm just confused on how y'all get, like, where y'all getting the reassurance from or the dope from if y'all want 4 guns in and then the gun is never used. Like imagine if somebody in this chat right now, like, the GPR is my favorite gun of all time. I'm waiting for any pro to use it. I can't wait for the day a pro pull out this GPR or GPR, whatever this shit yeah, little Timmy, that shit is not getting touched. It actually might be up there with one of the worst guns of all time. That was like allowed in comp, low key. I was trying to run it. Okay, the thing is, the one thing about the GPR that was cool though, I will say, is that it was way quicker than AMS. Like in terms of ADS speed and all that, it just couldn't get a kill. No, I tried it. I tried it a lot. I tried to run it a lot. Trust me. Is the C not the C? Was the C? I didn't ever use the C9. Was the C9 actually like ass? I feel like people were saying that shit was OP. Is that people just throwing around? Is that the issue right there? People just throwing around the OP word?